Hey, no, don't come over here eating a lamp.
Bruce?
He's pissed at lamps in his fucking leg. Go around the other way, buddy. Go that way.
There's more than one way to get to the car. Get God.
Yeah, walk through the tripod. There's no bad luck doing that. It's like walking under a ladder, Bruce.
No, lay down.
Okay, ready? Platz.
He's like, I'm English, not German. Trying to speak German to an English bulldog. Did you not remember World War II? Oh, shit.
You don't speak German, do you, Bruce?
No, he's an English bulldog.
We have a sit for a spell.
I guess this is good here. I don't know.
Why are you touching it? I'm just
I don't know.
And let the show begin.
That's swell.
A real woman could stop you from drinking.
You have to be a real big woman.
Here's the first of the day, fellas.
Nick, Nick, Nick.
What do you get when you have 2 microphones, a bottle of bourbon, and plenty of time to kill? It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast with Billy and Jimmy. Glad you found us. Sit back, relax. Let's see what we get into.
It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Billy, and I'm here with my friend, Jimmy.
It's me.
And today we are drinking Bib Tucker. It's a 6-year-old bourbon. Thanks, Miss Laura. She donated this to the cause. And today, that's what we're going to be drinking, rating.
Yeah, I think we need to kind of clarify something to the audience. Just because it's the Bourbon Talking Podcast does not make us bourbon connoisseurs.
We are not bourbon connoisseurs.
Or sommeliers.
That's the word I can never remember. We are not sommeliers. Is that what it's
no,
called?
no.
Bourbon
We have a glass of bourbon and talk about stuff of the day. By no means are we bourbon aficionados.
Yeah, I've only been drinking this stuff for about 2 years. So, I don't know. You don't want to take my advice on it. But if I do snarl and cough and hack after I take my first sip, it's probably a little rough.
That's because we're novice.
If I smile and get funnier throughout the podcast, well, that's probably some
Well,
good
and
shit.
that's it. We just like the taste of bourbon,
Right.
and we like to try it. But by no means are we, aficionados or sommeliers or
Right.
professional bourbon drinkers. We're just a couple of simple, good old boys, country boy. I don't know what you want to call small
Simple
town
dudes.
boys, simple guys that just like bourbon. But what we're good at, again, we're not aficionados with bourbon, but we are aficionados with bullshit, and we can lay it on thick. That's what this podcast is all about. It's really about the spot on bullshit that we can just lay out there.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of this podcast. It's the bourbon talking. Get it? It's not our fault. Whatever comes out of our mouth, we're blaming it on.
Yeah, it's the bourbon, and
bourbon
whatever bourbon we're talking about, it's like, hey, we're going to jail today for whatever we say on the podcast, but we got to bring Bib Tucker with us.
Hey, man, we survived another Biketoberfest. We all just got back from Biketoberfest.
Daytona.
Yeah, we went down there with the shit show crew, and we were also accompanied with some of our fellow American Legion Rider 54 down there as well. So that was cool.
Everybody coming back with the China flu.
I think there's reports that a couple of the crew got that. So
Yeah, even a couple of our crew got that too.
yeah, so
I won't drop the names of my neighbors that got it this time. And it's the other neighbors, not the other neighbors.
right, but
The other neighbors.
the other neighbors.
Yep, they got the China flu. So, hey, Godspeed. Hope you get well soon.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Strong, tough people. I sent them a text. I was like, hey, if you need me bring anything, that does not mean go grocery shopping for you.
Wash your car, mow your grass.
Yeah, I mean, I will, but I prefer not to. I don't even go grocery shopping for myself.
That's a true statement. I would say a significant other does, but she doesn't listen to this podcast either.
No, she doesn't. So
Bullshit.
all right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And by the way, so when we started this thing again, we're not bourbon sommeliers, aficionados, or whatever.
Is that what you call it? If
I
you
don't know
drink
what
bourbon?
it is. See, I'm so ignorant to the fact of what bourbon's all about. I don't even know what to call it. But stick around because we're going to give it the good old elementary school try of trying to grade this stuff.
Yeah.
We'll give you a final of 1 through 10 of what we think it tastes like. And gosh knows if we had a really good bourbon sponsor, we'd get better at this. And
Yeah, we probably would, wouldn't we?
we would.
Yep. So we had a great time down in Bike Week.
Yep. Great
Always a
weather.
hoot.
Weather was perfect.
Man, that was probably the best weather-wise weekend we've had. I don't know how long. It was really good.
No, it was not too hot, not too cold. I mean, it was a great weekend. It really was.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
But we will not be doing Biketoberfest next year because we're doing Route 66.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Save some
We're
coin.
not going to be in town. We're doing Route 66.
Trying to save a little coin on that.
Yeah.
Because Billy says he's still recovering from Sturgis.
Yeah. I'm still recovered. Yeah, big time. That one put a dent in the coffers.
But was it worth it?
Oh, hell yeah.
So there we
I'm
go.
ready to do it again.
There you go. Route 66.
Do I look like the kind of person that's worried about going in debt to go on vacation? No. Not at all, man. It's all good. What was your favorite part about Biketoberfest?
The rides. I mean, it was just a nice, cool ride down.
Yep.
Just riding around, riding out to the Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch was fun. The ride back.
But that's about the only.
I know. We still did not get to one new bar.
We have to promise ourselves that the next time we go to Daytona, we're not allowed to walk into a place that we are familiar with.
Well, you know what? And we haven't even booked the hotel for next year, so that should go for the hotel too. Let's start with where we stay.
That'll give it a whole new feel. That's for sure.
One with no bars in it. That way we have to leave the hotel.
Let's do that. How many times have we gone down there together?
Together, probably about 5 years in a row. But
Yeah,
Lauren and I've been
going twice a year. So
Yeah.
we've gone down there about 8 times together or something.
Yeah,
We got to break it up because we have a great time, but
it is. It's
just
always a
think
good
of
time, but
all the crazy shit that we're missing because we're kind of structured. We know that worked. We had a great time. And so, yep, let's do that. We just naturally kind of flow that direction.
Yeah. Out of the 5,000 bars, we hit the same 4 every time.
Yep. They need to have a fishnet law in Daytona. And they need to have a sanitary man. Them chicks, if you're naked and you sit on a bar stool, you're nasty. You need to have some kind of protective layer between your sins and that pleather.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's one instance, and when she got up to leave, all right, she was sitting on a napkin.
I finally caught the cast net joke.
Right. She was sitting on a napkin, and when she got up to leave, she picked the napkin up
and put it on the bar. And everybody freaked out.
Hilton brought in the damn hazmat crew.
Yeah, Serve Pro. There's a shout out to Serve Pro. Came in and had to sanitize the place.
Dude, that was just crazy. And we had one of my buddies down there. He got in a little trouble because he wouldn't dance with this one lady. Of course, I'm sure his wife wouldn't let him dance with that lady either, but he just was kind of ignoring her or whatever. She was being extremely obnoxious. Then she started talking about that she wouldn't be able to get her carburetor cleaned out. Not sure what that meant, but I got a feeling.
Yeah, I could have gotten bloody real quick. It's all good though.
Man.
Good times. And hey, let's throw a shout out and prayers and support to the families in Maine, that mass shooting. I'm not trying to go on a downer here, but hey.
Yeah, that came across last night, and they're still looking for that
individual.
piece of shit. Hopefully they find him and put a stop to all that whatnot.
Yep. And second downer is, hey, it looks like Israel's moving through the Gaza Strip. So hopefully that little escapade will be over real soon.
They're finally making a move, that's for sure.
Yep. And they're just blowing everything up on the way through the Gaza Strip there. Iran shouldn't have paid Hamas to do that.
Well, Biden said that if Iran attacks any of our, so we will respond. So they've done it 12 times now?
Yeah.
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 There shouldn't be one standing oil refinery in Iran right now.
20 plus U.S. service people have been injured due to attacks by Iran.
Yeah. You know,
and why is Iran still a country?
Unless we're buying our oil through Iran, smoke them. Put them oil refineries down. Get them right in the wallet where it hurts. But yeah. They haven't put me in charge. I'm just on a podcast drinking bourbon.
Yeah, I didn't want to make this one political. Anyways,
yeah.
Hey, Jacksonville won last week again. They beat the Saints.
Man, who dat?
Yeah,
it was always Duval, Jimmy.
And the Gators did not lose.
The Gators did not lose?
They did not lose.
They did not lose.
They did not play, but they did not lose.
That's correct.
It was a bye week. We got Georgia this Saturday. So, hey, that's two good things. But my Dolphins lost.
Yeah.
Eagles killed them. Looks like the Dolphins can't beat good teams, only bad teams.
They can only beat bad teams.
They can only beat bad teams.
That makes them a bad team then, right?
Better of the bad teams.
The best of the worst?
Yeah.
Best of the worst. Gotcha. Roger that.
Hey, did you hear we got a new House Speaker?
We finally have a new House Speaker.
Yes. So I guess congratulations, Republicans and Mr. Johnson. I mean, I don't know where to go with that. Took you long enough.
Yeah, that was terrible. So I was watching the vote. I didn't think that was going to work out the way it did, but it did. Now we can move on as a country and start getting back to work, right? That's what was holding up all the progress.
Well, that, and we have a new budget to pass. The continual resolution runs out in 15 days or something like that?
Yeah, so they got to get to work on that. They still left the clause in, the one vote clause with the House, right? That changes the dynamics a little bit. Makes it.
You got a speaker now that has a tiptoe. I mean, and McCarthy did not tiptoe and got ousted, but yeah, I guess future speakers have to tiptoe and watch what they say, and which is not right. But again, it's a 3-ring circus up there. You got the Dems, you got Republicans, and then you got the president. It's crazy up there. I mean, I think they all should be voted out, and we should just start over with a complete new Congress to include Senate. I think all of them need to go. Just have a clean slate. Everybody start at day one.
The Middle East is such a pressure cooker right now. It's like everybody's just, that's their goal. All the posturing, all the.
And they're actually literally picking sides.
As a country, that we're so divided on it.
I mean, we can't even vote on stuff. I mean, our Congress is equally divided. So, I mean, I don't know. We're so screwed up. Country, everybody's just.
It is a crazy world we live in right now. No, what happens is when I'm editing the last video, I hear problems. And so I think about how to fix those problems, and I don't have the board at my house. So when I come back over here, I'm like, okay, I remember that. Let's tweak this. Let's tweak that. And then maybe that's not the result that I was looking for, or that didn't fix the problem. And so it sends me down a rabbit hole.
Not the rabbit hole.
Yep, straight down a rabbit hole, Jimmy.
God, he's back in the rabbit hole. And we did grade that bourbon. It was actually pretty good.
Which one?
Rabbit hole.
Oh, that was a great bourbon.
That was a great bourbon.
Yeah. Sorry, I got lost there. I was down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, man. So what else is going on?
Okay, yeah.
Billy,
let's
let's see
get
what's
into
happening.
the depths of it here. What do we got?
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, I just don't want to talk about Maine. I really don't want to talk about Israel. Really don't want to talk politics.
Oh, I know what we can talk about.
Please give me a topic. I mean, I don't want to talk about the same crap. I want to talk about something different.
We can talk about. Oh, I'm sorry. We can.
Who the hell was he?
Who the hell was he? We could talk about a new platform that we are on.
Oh shit! And this
Yeah.
is, and by the way, I gotta set the stage here. This is big.
This is huge.
This is huge because
For two reasons.
co-host over here is the one thing he's always said: never, ever, 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 never, ever do. And
I'm never going on
He
TikTok.
did
And
it.
guess what? Never say never. So TikTok is run by the Chinese government. But I have another friend that's on that platform. And he's like, you know what? They kind of all are. So he's like, you're missing out on the boat. So we have started
Chinese
our
government
TikTok.
basically runs Amazon.
Right. Exactly. So I buy a lot of shit from Amazon. I don't go to
Exactly.
Walmart though. No, they can have that. Oh, never
They got
mind.
China stuff too.
And we buy bourbon from Walmart, but I don't think they get that from China.
Well,
When they do-
we've only bought a couple of bottles. I mean, we kind of
Right, yeah.
spread it out through the different stores. You know,
Right.
trying to find the store that has the big variety at a reduced price. Because this is an expensive hobby. We haven't made a dime yet. Sponsors, throw some bourbon our way.
Yeah. But we did start a TikTok channel, so swing by, give a visit.
Didn't
say
you already have like
hello.
1,000 views on one of them?
Oh yeah, we're to the moon, Alice. We're growing fast.
Ooh.
Keep
So,
up, hang on, or fall off.
I refuse to take one dime from the Chinese government, though.
I'd like to take all the dimes from the Chinese government. I just don't want to give none. Yeah, I'll take it, but I ain't giving it. No, but thanks, Clay, for helping us out with the TikToks. He knows the TikToks world and is giving a big helping hand getting us started on the TikToks. So the we're tic-tacking on the TikToks. Yeah, that's a platform I don't know a whole lot about. So
Yeah, you were kind of like learning it as you were walking around at Biketoberfest.
yeah, trying to get the feel of it. It's quite different. So, but it's bringing some new faces to the YouTube channel. So that's what it's all about. So there's some funny shit on it. So I gotta admit, once I finally bit the bullet and got on TikTok, I was on it for like 45 minutes. I see what's so addicting about that platform. Okay, what was that?
What was that?
I don't even know what that was. I think it
It
was.
was like a big doorbell in my ears.
It must have came from my phone. Yep. Bloop. All right, we got that turned off. That won't happen again until it happens the next time. My apologies.
I see you had one on your laptop go off. Like you got an email. Now your
was-
phone's going off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I probably ought to run this damn soundboard a little better, huh?
well, we should do a podcast more often instead of
No, man. It's
every now and then.
crazy. Yeah.
But hey, so if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that has connections to somebody that wants to pay for our services, please send them our way.
We could use all the help we can get.
Dun, dun, dun. And Billy was worried about Bruce. Oops. Bruce coming in.
Sir, we've been trying to reach you about your car
Oh,
insurance.
shit. Anyways.
Man, is it just us? I mean, because we get 30
Oh my
spam
God.
calls a day on the phone. It is unbelievable.
Ludicrous.
It is just crazy.
No, it is. No, yeah, I almost want a new phone number, but I'm scared they're going to get that one too.
So I talked to the guy about that because I've had this phone number a long time. And he says, "Man, I can get you a new phone number, no problem, but it may be worse,
Because somebody else may have. It's a pre-existing number. It's already in their system.
You don't know, man." He's like, just stick with what you got. I'm not trying to steer you wrong. He says, I'll get you one right now if you want it, but it's not worth it.
How do you just get the spam calls from not coming in?
That's actually a service with T-Mobile, spam blocker, and it's on. So think about how bad it would be.
I got it too, but it tells me it rings and it tells me it's still spam.
Yeah, I want it to
Or scam or
not come through. Don't.
Yeah, unless it's one of the numbers I've given them to ring through, I don't want to hear anybody else.
Right.
Which, somebody found my lost lottery tickets trying to call me, and I won't take it.
I wish we knew somebody that worked in the telecom business that could help us out and, put these little things on the towers so that I didn't get phone calls from Russia. I got 2 phone calls from Russia yesterday.
I got a foreign country today. I don't remember which one, but it was a foreign country. But
it was letting me know that I qualified for that $250,000 small business loan. I was like, thanks, Putin.
I had some prince from Nigeria. Like, hey, man.
Right.
Then I put $50 million in your account, Just give me your account number.
Yeah. We need to know where to ship the Egyptian gold bars to.
Oh, that goes to Bob Menendez, senator from the great state of New York.
Yeah, that's what happened. Bob entered that email chain from that Egyptian.
Yeah, and I hope he goes down in flames. I really do. That guy but he's like Biden. He's made it so obvious that nothing's going to happen to him.
They never get in trouble.
No, and they're at the highest of the food chain as far as politics, and they're the most corrupt, and nothing happens.
Representative Jamal Bowman did get charged for pulling that fire alarm.
Well, he also admitted to it.
Yeah.
Well, they had him on video, so I don't see how he could that's not me.
So
Smiling at the camera.
He's actually getting fined $1,000. And he's got to serve 3 months of probation. And then after he does that, his charges should be dismissed. So if there's a lobbyist out there that owes Mr. Bowman a little money, if you could help him pay that fine, that'd be great.
I'm sure the Egyptian government's all over this, but they're kind of busy with, Menendez.
He's also going to write an apology letter for that misdemeanor that he did. So that's
good.
Oh,
yeah. He's like, hey, in 3 months, I'll be a free man again.
Yeah.
So, I don't.
But who dropped the coke inside the White House? I still want to know that.
The what?
The cocaine.
Oh, the cocaine back way. Oh, my God.
I'm not.
Really?
We're not
Really?
done with that. Let's get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
The only reason that it's been dropped and pushed under the rug is because they know exactly who did it. It's not a secret. That's why it's like, ooh, put a hush on that.
FBI is corrupt. Secret Service is corrupt, Hey, don't tell on my son about the cocaine. He's got problems. I mean, come on, really?
It's ridiculous.
Just if you break the law, break the law. I don't care who you are. Report it. Push it through. I mean, they're not supposed to have. Okay, they're not supposed to have cocaine in the White House,
right?
But I'm sure Joe Bob Biden, whatever Hunter. Is not the first one to ever take coke in the White House. I guarantee it. I'm thinking some of John F. Kennedy's friends when they came over did.
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. You say the cocaine that they found in the White House was left over from
No,
from
I'm just saying,
JFK?
no, that's not the first time they've ever found cocaine in that White House or cocaine has ever been in that White House.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Snoop Dogg actually smoked a joint in the White House.
There you go. See, it's a drug haven now.
Yeah.
I'd say burn it down. Burn it down.
Let's see. They have naked transvestites.
Huh? What are you talking about?
No. What's the proper word? Naked transgenders?
What you talking about, Willis?
The guy that's halfway through his surgery or whatever pulled his top down on the White House lawn.
Oh, yeah.
So
That
we've
was
got
during
that.
wasn't that during the Easter egg hunt at Easter?
Yeah.
He was on a lawn out there, and it's like, really, dude? Yeah, he's
Right.
And they banned him from ever coming back to the White House, or them to come back to the White House.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear
Yeah, he
that.
got punished. Or
okay.
They got punished.
So there
Yeah.
are still some standards that are left at the White House for this administration. Okay.
I know there's no standards.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter who the president is. There's no standards at that White House. I'm sorry. It's just, again, remember earlier, people, I was talking about it's a 3-ring circus and the White House was the 3rd ring.
Yeah.
Juggling. Yes.
I need circus music.
You know, and you see the presidential motorcade. It's like a bunch of clown cars.
Terrible.
As Charles Barkley
As Charles
said.
Barkley would say.
Terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. He needs to partake in like golf lessons. Have you ever seen him hit a golf ball?
Oh, okay.
He's got the
He's
yips.
got the ugliest stroke I've ever seen. I mean, it's ugly form and stroke, but it goes a country mile.
No, he don't. He hits like shit.
Oh, no. Go back and watch where the
Dude,
ball's
Charles
land.
Barkley's terrible. Well, I know he's been working on it. It was a mental thing. Like he'd get up and do his practice swings, and they're beautiful. And you put a ball in front of him, and he'd go.
No, you put a crowd in
He'd
front
get
of
the
him.
yips. It's just
Put a crowd in front of him on
It's
a
terrible.
now. You put a crowd in front of him on a basketball court. The guy was magic. You put a crowd in front of him on a golf course. He's terrible.
terrible.
But he can crush it a country mile. He's just got an ugly swing. Oh my God. Well, damn, we got Halloween coming up. So I didn't know I was that funny. I mean, gosh, I should really be in entertainment business. Like you just said the word Halloween, he dies over here.
Dude,
What the hell? You got
Charles
gas?
Barkley's golf swing, man.
I'm telling you, it's an ugly one, isn't it? It's terrible.
He stops and restarts 3 times. In the
Yeah.
middle of this. He's got the yips.
I'm telling you, it'll go a country mile straight.
There's no way this ball is going a country mile.
Yeah, you just got to find one. You got to find his shot. I mean, I'm
know
telling
he's
you.
been practicing.
Look,
Maybe this is
the
a
guy, when the
newer
guy
one.
can drop 20 grand to say I outdrive Michael Jordan and he wins. I mean, they go out and spend millions on a 18-hole day just because they bet on each other's swings on who's going to go the furthest and everything else.
Charles.
There's
I know
no way
it.
I would drop. I would even come close. I wouldn't put a $5 bet that I would hit the ball, let alone it's going to go straight.
I knew enough about golf that I could watch the backside of this golf swing and say it didn't make it past the woman's tee.
I'm telling you, it did,
Worse,
man. I'm
dude.
telling you.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm not the greatest.
We definitely need to go out and play some golf, though.
'Tis the weather, my friend. It is not 1,000 degrees,
Oh, Lord.
and I don't know why we're not playing golf right now. It is a certain day after 5 o'clock, so you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're doing a podcast instead of going to play golf. Reading this headline right here. The headline is Hugh Hefner's son, Marston, says his childhood in the Playboy Mansion was f***ed up.
I'm sure it wasn't a conducive environment for a small child growing up.
Really? The one house with every woman in there is absolutely gorgeous, and it was f***ed up?
Dude, it had to be utter chaos. I mean, what we see and what actually probably happened at the Playboy Mansion is probably a huge difference from reality and what the average person thinks. It's probably grossly overrated. It was probably terrible. I mean, to be a 19-year-old dude or something like yeah, it's probably epic.
Oh, how about when you're 12 and you hit puberty?
But to be a small kid growing up, I mean,
Why? I mean,
is
you
anybody
never go
fed the
hungry. I
kid
mean, look
laying
at all
over
the
in corner?
refrigerators you get to eat from.
Yeah, I don't know. I like growing up in Chester. That's greatest place in the world. Grow up
Hey,
having lawnmower races, building forts in the woods,
shooting lizards with your BB gun.
shooting lizards with a BB gun. We built a fort. Scott Douglas, you know who you are. 8-year-old mastermind. We built a fort on a hill next to a creek, and somehow Scott got water from that creek down below up the hill into the fort, and we found this old toilet.
Okay, I really don't even want to know this story's going.
Inside our fort was a toilet, and it would actually flush. It was amazing. Had running water in the fort, but the damn door I don't know why we didn't have a front door on it. All we had was a hole underneath the fort, so you had to crawl underneath. I don't know. Now that I'm a little older, I could have redesigned that fort a little differently, have a better access hole.
So let me rethink this. Growing up in a fort on Chester or Playboy Mansion? I'm going to go back to the Playboy Mansion. I'm sorry.
I wasn't born in the damn fort. I wasn't raised in the fort. We were like play in the fort. But anyway.
Playboy Mansion.
Good times. Good times.
And for those who do not know where Chester is, when he was growing up, Chester was a dirt road.
Wow. Breaking news. Allegedly, Mark Meadows worked for the FBI as an informant and wore a wire to record all conversations with President Trump while he was a chief of staff to him.
Well, it's inadmissible because they did the same thing to Bill Clinton when he was in office. He actually went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, nope, that's confidential information. You cannot use it. So they threw it out, and they couldn't even use it during Bill Clinton's impeachment trial. So whatever Mark Meadows recorded is inadmissible. Cannot use it. It's privileged information with the president, and nobody else is allowed to hear it if they were not in the room. And that was by the Supreme Court.
How is it not criminal if you're the chief of staff wearing a freaking wire recording the conversations for your boss? How's that not criminal?
Again, it went because they actually searched Bill Clinton's house for documents after he left as president and found recordings. And they wanted to listen to him. They said, nope. It went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, nope. Well, yeah, no, I actually read the article about Bill Clinton and his recordings, and nobody could listen to him.
That's just crazy.
So whatever Mark Meadows has, it's privileged, and nobody can hear it. Even if he admitted to killing people, it's privileged information.
But that's just underhanded.
Oh, it is. Absolutely, it's underhanded. Recordings are inadmissible, so we'll go to the next one. Hey, you want to go? Let's rate this bourbon.
Let's do this.
We have more technical difficulties.
Yep. Let's do it. All right. Again, thanks, Miss Laura, for the bottle of Bib and Tucker.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you thinking about us, and we will give it a grade here.
All right, Jimmy. I went first last time.
All right.
The ball is in your court, sir.
So I give it a 4.5.
Really? You didn't like it?
I didn't hate it.
Yeah. All right. I'm going with a 6. Huh. Yeah.
Good luck.
I like it.
And that comes out too?
Oh, that comes out to a 5.25.
Okay. I'm just waiting for you to.
Oh, yeah. 4.5. I was thinking about some other things, but yeah, that comes out to a 5.25. Nailed it.
He was thinking about it.
No.
He was doing the math. So
I was actually like, why is he smiling at me so much?
well, yeah, you're trying to do the math on this one, aren't you?
Why does he not like my 6? Did he think that was? I don't know. That's what I was thinking about.
No, I gotta say the first sip was flavorful.
Yeah.
It was
If you don't like it, I'll take it home tonight and put
You've
it.
never taken any of them home.
I know. I've got. I only drink over here. I think I got 2 bottles at my house, but I don't drink alone.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I'll leave that up to George Thurgood.
Yeah. So, hey, everyone, have a safe Halloween weekend. It's coming up.
Yep. All tricks, no treats. Makes you fat.
Go Florida, beat Georgia.
Oh yeah, this Florida Georgia weekend.
Florida Georgia weekend. Yeah, go Gators.
Yep.
This is our year. Yeah. Let's go Gators.
And today is a very special day. Happy birthday, Terry. I love you. So thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
We're out here.
Out.
Good night.